like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. Hey everyone, I got a special guest for today's video. His name's Joey Szatmary. Long story short, we met on Match.com. I found out he had a YouTube channel. He found out I had a YouTube channel. So I was like, dude, let's collaborate. His channel's got a good blend of strongman, weightlifting, and powerlifting. So he's gonna do a video teaching you how to push press, power jerk, split jerk. It's a good one. I hope you guys enjoy it.
What is crack-a-lackin', my friends? My name is Coach Joe. You probably have no idea who I am, but hopefully after this video, you will. A little bit about myself, guys. I have a background in Olympic weightlifting. I total around 340 kilos. I just got into strongman training and I won PA Strongest Man. I've been an athlete my whole life, so this is just my passion, and I own the gym called the Lion's Den in Colmar, PA. Long story short, I am friends with Brian Alsdrew, who is Maryland two-time strongest man and just a big dude on the YouTube world. So he's my boy, and he knew Alan Thrall, so I know Brian, Brian knows Alan Thrall, and this chain of events started happening where now you're watching me on Alan Thrall's channel. Now, something that makes me a unique strength sport athlete is I compete both in Olympic weightlifting and in strongman, and I think that those two can kind of merge together. So I have people here who train both, and I'm trying to just spread that message of just taking little bits and pieces from different strength sports, meshing them together in your melting pot and becoming the ultimate strength sport athlete. That's where Alan asked me to do this jerk tutorial video, which I'm gonna dive into now. So hopefully you guys can enjoy this, learn some things, and be a lean, mean strength machine, baby. Disclaimer. If the unfortunate events happens of you jerking and dying, you never watch this video, this is never on your computer, and I am not legally responsible. So to break this video down, the first thing we're gonna do is go over the overhead press. I think if you have to get to the jerk, you must understand the overhead press and getting something from your shoulder into the overhead position. From there, we're gonna go into the push press, then we're gonna do the push jerk, and then we're gonna end with the split jerk. It's important to know when doing the jerk, why we're doing the jerk. And the reason for doing the jerk is because it's the most efficient way to put the most amount of weight overhead. So if you're in a strongman competition or an Olympic lifting competition, or even in your training, you're gonna be able to get the highest amount of weight possible over your head through the jerk. But to do that, we have to get the technique down and start with the basics. All right, so I'm here with my handy dandy barbell, guys. And the first thing we're gonna do is establish the grip, okay? So what I like to do, and this depends on every athlete, you may be a little bit different from this, so don't freak out if this isn't exactly what you do, but this is how I do it. I like to just take my thumb and put it on that knurling line, okay? And then I'm gonna wrap my hands around the bar, step underneath, and I'm just gonna take it into this rack position right here. Now, it's important to know where the bar is sitting in my hand. It's not too far back, okay? And in almost like my fingertips, it's right on the hard part, the heel of the palm. So I'm laying that bar straight here. And the reason we wanna do that is to just get bone on bone. So we have palm right to elbow, right to shoulder, then you're gonna have a nice strong base. So one more time. When pressing the bar, guys, it's important to make sure that your elbows are slightly driven forward. And then as you press up, you're gonna get your head through your shoulder blades, okay? So prior to pressing, get your chin back a little bit so you don't whack yourself in the face. And then as you press, your head is gonna go through that barbell, and you should almost be able to see your ear if you looked at it from a side profile. It's important to note, guys, before you do any sort of pressing variation, is to get a big belly breath full of air, okay? We wanna make sure that we can support all our vital organs, as well as keep that strong structural integrity, which is gonna be caused by the belly breath. So something we don't want to do when doing the overhead press position is pushing the bar straight out in front of us, okay, or too far back, all right? That can cause a lot of problems in the shoulders or just missing the lift. So when we press, squeeze your butt, big breath, just like that. Okay guys, now that we just got done doing the overhead press, we're gonna do the push press. Everything stays the same except we're gonna add leg drive. So in the push press, you're going to have a dip motion, and that is what is going to trigger the leg drive. So when we're in our front rack position and we're gonna go for the dip, which is typically 1 to 2 inches down, and we wanna think about getting our weight back more to our heels, and then we're going to drive up into our toes, squeezing our butt and driving the momentum of that bar straight up overhead. It's important, guys, when you're doing your dip that the knees go out and not forward, okay? So when you're dipping down for that inch or two, drive the knees out. You should feel the tension on the outside of the legs and not forward into the quads, and that can cause the bar to drop forward in your press. All right, so now that we've covered the push press, which is just an overhead press with a little bit of leg drive, now we're gonna go up a step to the push jerk. So this is followed by an entire explosive jump, catching with soft knees and then standing up after the lift. So there's a lot more explosive power in the push jerk. The bigger differences with the push jerk and the split jerk is going to be how the bar sits in your hand. Now, typically, you want to have your hand all the way wrapped around in this position, but if you're doing a clean and jerk and you don't have the best shoulder mobility, you're going to now get the bar into your fingertips, and you can already see my voice changes a little bit because now it's sitting on top of my collarbone and in my esophagus. Now that we're in the front rack position, we're going to initiate the dip, okay? Remember, knees are going to go out and not forward, and we're still gonna keep those elbows driven up as we dip. So I stay at the same angle, all I'm doing is just lowering my weight down, rather than when I come down, I drop my elbows forward. We don't wanna do that. So elbows stay high, bars in the fingertips, we're gonna dip down, get our chin back, jump, catch with bent knees, and then stand. Now, if you watch my feet, you'll see that I start hip width and I end shoulder width. So we do that to establish a bigger base. So dip, knees out, feet move slightly out, stand up, bring the bar back down to your collarbone. All right, guys, so now that we've covered the push jerk, we are now gonna go into the split. Oh my God! Oh. Just kidding. I've been following Jujumafu, been working on my splits. The only thing that is different from a push jerk and a split jerk is the split. A lot of people may not know what their lead foot is gonna be in the split position, so I'm gonna show you a quick drill. You will need a partner and we'll figure that out. All right, guys, so when doing the split jerk, we wanna make sure we start with our feet hip width apart, okay? And from there, all I like to do is jump and get into a lunge position. Then I wanna drop my back knee, and if I can get up and down in a comfortable manner, this is typically a good position for your split jerk. As you can see, my front foot is gonna be slightly turned in, and my back foot is gonna be turned in just like a kickstand. We're not gonna be too tight walking a tightrope. We're gonna have a wider base angle, and then from there, we always step back first with our front foot, and then back foot to meet. All right, so here's a great footwork drill that I have with all my athletes as well as I do myself. Just take a piece of chalk, you're gonna find your starting position, so that's hip width. You're gonna make a horseshoe around this foot and a horseshoe around that foot. From there, go into your split position. Now, if this feels comfortable, there should be about a 60-40 weight distribution here. You should feel nice and secure in this position. From there, you're gonna do a horseshoe around your front foot, get nice and athletic, and around your back foot, okay? From there, front foot, back foot, we meet. Now we have points that we have to hit and keep ingraining that foot pattern in. So, act like we have a barbell, we're gonna dip, hit it. I was a little too shallow with my front foot, so I'm gonna come back to center, get set, dip, drop in, looking a little better each time. One quick key point to making sure that your split jerk or any jerk is efficient is making sure that you keep those elbows up. I can't reiterate that point enough. Elbows are up, it's stuck in my collarbone and in my esophagus. It's a little uncomfortable, but that's good, it should be. And we want to keep that position as we dip down, okay? So as those knees come out, you can see my elbows don't drop forward. If they do drop forward, you will probably end up with a missed lift. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that video and you could take some of those principles or tips and use them towards your training. I do believe if you can master the jerk combo, you will be throwing up so much more weight and you're going to be efficient while doing it. If you have questions, make sure you drop them below. I couldn't cover every single aspect of it, but if there's something that you specifically want answers to, drop it down, I'll make sure to respond. I just want to say thank you, Alan, for putting this video out for everybody to see. If you guys like this, make sure to check out the channel or subscribe. There's tons of different videos, but you're awesome. Thank you so much. You guys watching his channel, you know that he is just the top of the line when it comes to content, so thank you so much, Alan. I do have to make it out to the West Coast. I've never been to Cali. The farthest I've ever gone is Colorado, so you will see me at Untamed Strength in the future. Until then, stay a lean, mean strength machine. Later.
So that's it, everyone. Joey took a lot of time making this video, so do him a favor, go check out his YouTube channel, watch his videos. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and always remember, tread on time.